Good evening, everyone. My name is Kayaetta Cooks. I'm a certified wellness coach with Akana, and Akana means in the hands of God. I was introduced to Akana last year, about June. I made a decision to join this company because they had some phenomenal information that saved my life, right? And Akana means in the hands of God. I was introduced to knowing your blood type, and I'm going to share some information with you tonight that was shared with me that set me on the course to my generational health. And I also want to introduce to you a special co-host tonight. His name is Kenneth Elam. He is a retired transportation executive who served our city for over 35 years in conjunction with California. He's also a gold star leader in the company. He's a family man, and he's also my accountability partner. I want to also introduce you to the awesome and amazing Kenneth Elam. Kenneth Elam, are you here with us tonight?
I'm here, Casey. How are you doing tonight?
I am absolutely amazing. So I want to get into our presentation, which would be knowing the importance of your blood type. And Kenneth, as we share with our Akana Nation, our guests, our family, and our friends, I want you all to think about some things as you hear us share some vital information. I want you to think about yourself, your family, and your friends. If there is something that resonates with you or someone that comes to mind when you hear us talk about some of this information tonight, we want you to write their name down. The reason why we want you to write their name down is because we want you to invite them on this call so that they can hear the same information that you hear, in hopes that they receive a some information that will transform their life as well. So without further ado, I want to get into the health crises we're ignoring. See, there's four top health crises that are just ripping the country apart. And those four crises is going to be heart disease, cancer, diabetes, and a shortened life. So I want you to understand that heart disease is the leading cause of death, with cancer following right behind it. And when we talk about diabetes, we're talking about an epidemic growth. And it's not only affecting adults, but it's affecting our young children. We're finding them now on insulin, our babies. And then when we talk about a shortened life, that could be a combination of heart disease, cancer, diabetes, stress, anxiety, a violent environment. Usually, a violent environment is because there is a lack of something like financial stability. So, we're going to be talking about how to achieve a legacy of health and wealth that will be a solution for our health crises. Now, when we talk about health crises, we're talking about the problem in the U.S., which our CEO, Melissa Boston, has coined as chewicide. And simply put, we are digging our graves with our fork. So when we look at the original diet, we ate from the ground. We had delicious vegetables that didn't have all this pesticide and all kind of things that are sprayed on it and waxed that makes it look so beautiful in the store, right? And then when you get it home, you gotta wash it and shampoo it and scrub it for days, right? That was the original diet where we ate healthy. But the diet today is what we call our new diet, that is filled with all kind of trans fats that clogs our arteries. And Ken, what do you say about the silent killer?
Well, the silent killer in 2020, nearly 700,000 people died from cardiovascular disease. That's about 1 in 5 heart attacks are silent. The damage is done, but the person is not aware of it.
Wow. That's crazy. And to think about it, an alarming number of our 14 to 19-year-olds are showing as much as 40% blocked arteries.
That is very alarming, Casey.
Absolutely.
But everyone, do you know the difference or the significance of age 45 for African Americans?
I know. It's going to be dangerous levels of atherosclerosis. See, when you're looking at this picture, you see a very clear and healthy artery on the left. That's going to be a optimal health artery. You see the walls are very thin, the outer wall is thin, the endothelium level, which is inside the inner walls, is thin. And so blood can flow freely in and out to the heart and to the brain and throughout the body. But as time goes on, the levels begin to thicken, right? The outer walls begin to thicken, plaque begins to build up, and before you know it, optimal becomes borderline, becomes high. And by the time they're saying you're 45 in our community, you've reached dangerous levels of atherosclerosis, which is totally blocked arteries. So, what that means is you are 2 times more likely to die from heart disease.
Well, let me tell you what our vision is. Our vision is a world where everyone has access to the nutrition and resources they need to thrive, creating healthier, more resilient communities. Through personalized wellness for your blood type, we're breaking cycles of disease and poverty,
Yeah.
empowering families to build a legacy of health and prosperity for generations to come.
And when I think about our vision, that's so powerful, Ken. I mean, how many companies have a vision like that? And when we're talking about crises, right? We have to talk about the reasons. And so I kind of has identified 5 key reasons why these problems impact communities. Give us number one, Ken.
Absolutely, Casey. The number one reason is lack of understanding your blood type.
And that's why Akana is committed to helping 1 million families learn their blood type. So I want to ask you, those that are on the call tonight, if you know your blood type, go ahead and put in the chat what your blood type is. I want to check the temperature in the room. I am an AB positive. Ken, what's your blood type?
I am A positive, and we are boiling to the top.
When we're talking about blood types, can you break that down for us, Ken?
Absolutely. There are 4 blood types: type A, type B, type O, and type AB. Your blood type ABO or AB is a powerful genetic fingerprint that identifies you as surely as your DNA.
Wow, your DNA? Well, you said A, B, O, and AB. Let's break that down a little bit more because normally when I ask people what are their blood types, they usually say, I don't know, or I'm an A, or I'm a B, or I'm an O, or I'm an AB, and then I ask them, well, what do you know about your blood type? If they're a O, they'll say, hey, I'm a universal giver. I can give my blood to anybody. Or if they're an AB like me, they'll say, I'm a universal receiver. So if I get in trouble and need some blood, I can receive blood from any blood type. However, there is some more vital information and history that goes behind your blood type. Since you're a blood type A, Ken, can you share what a blood type A is?
Oh, yeah. A blood type A is a agrarian, which is nature's vegetarians, prone to disease and heart issues. Red meat, shrimp, crab, lobster, and dairy can be especially harmful. They are naturally creative and inventive and require peace and harmony.
Wow. And a blood type B, which is part of my blood type, means balance. And they thrive on a diverse diet. But chicken, shrimp, crab, and lobster can disrupt their health. They have a more balanced immune and digestive system, and they are resilient, but tend to suffer from autoimmune diseases, IBS, and other issues.
Well, did you know a blood type O is the oldest blood type? They thrive on a high protein diet, but catfish, pork, dairy, refined carbs, white wine, and gluten can cause significant issues. They have a strong immune system and digestive
Hmm.
system. They tend to experience more ulcers, arthritis, and thyroid issues.
And then AB, if you're an AB like me, I see Vanessa is my AB sister. We have the O's in the building and the A's. Okay, so we got just about, oh no, B's on the line. See, the B's are in bed, okay? The B's are in bed. So an AB, our blood type is complex and modern. It's the rarest blood type, blending traits of A and B. They must balance the dietary restrictions of both types, but for optimal health. See, I didn't know my blood type before I met Akana, but when I found out my blood type, it was amazing to a lot of the people in the room because they're like, "Oh, your blood type is rare." But what I also learned is that seafood, crab meat, like crab meat and shrimp and chicken and the things that I love were slowly killing me. And so my blood type, knowing my blood type was significant to my journey to optimal health.
Well, did you know your blood type is the key to unlocking your body's nutritional blueprint? Your blood type is the single most important determinant in how your body interacts with food you eat and if those foods will cause inflammation, digestive problems, and or weight gain. So take a look
Wow.
at the picture on the left. You have a person that's been eating right according to their blood type, their digestive system is circulating throughout the body, and they're looking slim and fit and trim. But if you look at the person on the right, who probably has eating all that fast food, high carbs, bread, not exercising, they're they're looking a little bloated and inflamed.
Yeah. I think old Jimmy boy is in trouble, isn't he? And
Absolutely.
in fact, what's happening is probably the food that he's eating that is against his blood type. There are lectins that are in the food that are attacking his immune system, and therefore his body is breaking down and causing adverse reaction. Well, the good thing is that our immune system is designed to protect us from lectins. 95% are sloughed off by the body. However, 5% of the lectins are filtered into the bloodstream where they react with and destroy red and white blood cells.
Well, take a look at this, everyone. This is a sample avoid list. Remember, one person's food is another person's poison. This is a sample list of foods considered toxic for the various blood types. Let's look at number or blood type A. And that's what I am because I've always known what my blood type is, but I just didn't know the significance as far as eating towards my blood type. So it amazed me when I see tomatoes on this list, bananas, meat, potatoes, shrimp, all the items I used to eat on a daily basis.
Mm. And the blood type B, we're talking about chicken, avocado, black beans, shrimp, crustaceans, which is seafood. That's like poison to you if you're a B.
And the blood type O, look at that catfish. I know we're used to having those Friday fish fries with catfish and the
And
spaghetti,
spaghetti,
you
right?
know. Right, right. But a blood type O can't have that. And then just amazed that avocado, which is normally very nutritional, and you figure that it's a vegetable, it should be good for you, but it's not for blood type O. Same
Mm-mm.
thing with those oranges, that white wine and the cashews.
And the AB, like I already said, I love my chicken fried hard, mild sauce. At least that's what it used to be. But chicken, bananas, and I had high blood pressure, and they would say, make sure you eat bananas with your medicine because of the potassium, right? Um, Bananas is poison to me. Black beans, avocados, again, I was eating them all the time on my salad. Shrimp, ate them all the time. Did not know that as an AB, these food items were poison to me. And I'm so excited and I'm so thankful that Dr. Peter J. Diamo came out with a book that was released in 1996 based on research that had been done for decades prior to. And that book was four blood types, four diets. Eat right for your blood type. Now, if you have not had an opportunity to get that book, read that book, or that audio, please, I advise you to do so because there is some vital information in there for you.
And did you know that book is very amazing because Dr. Diamo is a blood type A?
Is he?
Absolutely.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that. So I'm sure you got some good stuff in that book for your blood type, huh?
There you go. Well, let's move on, Casey, and find out how we can learn your blood type, learn more
Okay.
about your blood type.
Okay. And it's important to learn your blood type, ladies and gentlemen, because it will empower you to break the generational cycle of sickness and disease. We want you to understand that the power is in your hands once you know what your blood type is.
That's because if they give me or you the wrong blood, it could kill you.
Mhm. And think about this. If you eat the wrong food, it could be slowly killing you.
Why am I just learning about that foods impact my blood cells based on the blood type?
And that's a great question. But I'll tell you, if it isn't taught in medical school or created by Big Pharma, it isn't promoted in the United States.
Well, that's because big business equals profits. Uh, oops, big business equals profits over people. If you look starting on the left, you have cigarettes. Back in 1940, they knew that cigarettes were toxic to the body, but they didn't start coming out and telling folks until approximately 1970. Then you also have those trans fats. The 5G cell phones, you have towers all across your communities, but those 5G cell phone towers are harming your body. You have
Wow.
the GMOs, the genetically modified foods, and milking does the body good. No, it does not.
No, it doesn't.
We're the only species that drinks other species' milk.
Mm. Wow. And milk has all that inflammation and mucus all in it. And so when we're talking about the blood type diet, what countries adhere to the blood type philosophy? It's
Well,
going to
the
be, oh, go ahead.
well,
I'm
the
sorry.
countries that no problem, Casey. Japan definitely adheres to the blood type philosophy. They have the longest living um, centennials in the world, and then of course the United States, a big superpower nation, has all the fast foods you can eat, and we definitely don't follow the blood type diet.
And did you know, Ken, that a lot of the food that is allowed to be eaten here is banned in other countries?
That
That's
is shocking, but I can definitely go with that.
yeah, absolutely. And when you think about the life expectancy, Japan comes in number one with the average life expectancy of 84.6 years old. In fact, though, they experience and get to enjoy the most centennials in Japan. But when it comes to the United States, we are down on the totem pole at 50th place with 76 years average of life expectancy. But when we think about in our community, it's even lower than that, 71.8 years average years of life expectancy. And I don't know about you all, but for me, that's disturbing. That's alarming to me.
That's very disturbing to me because my mother passed away at age 79.
Mm, mm,
So it falls right into that realm, and we need to change the way we're living here in the United States. But by following the blood type diet, anecdotal evidence that shows millions of people reported positive improvements by adhering to the blood type practices. You can protect yourself from common viruses and infections and take a stand against life threatening diseases.
yeah.
You can achieve your ideal weight, slow the aging process, and cleanse your body of toxins and unhealthy fats.
Absolutely. And so the first reason was knowing your blood type, the lack of knowing your blood type, not enough people knowing their blood type. The second reason for the health crisis is going to be dangerous levels of oxidation. See, when you look at these bananas on the left-hand side, you see they're rotten, but when you go in the store, they're not like that, right? You know, they're beautiful. They're either green or they're yellow, right? They usually don't look like that unless, you go on a bad day. But those bananas, right, are equivalent to those rusted screws to the right. See, researchers have finally identified one of the most important contributors to heart disease, wrinkles, cancer, arthritis, and many of the other problems associated with getting older.
Well, did you know about those antioxidants? Fruits and vegetables are loaded with plant compounds called phytonutrients, which also have antioxidant abilities. Some phytonutrients have shown to disable cancer causing substances as well.
So are you trying to tell me that to combat oxidation, all we really need is to add antioxidants into our
Absolutely.
diet? Simple, right? Well, let's talk about the third reason for health crises, and that's going to be omega-3 deficiencies. See, the lack of omega-3s, and we have plenty of sixes and too much of sixes and nines, but we lack omega-3s. And when you lack omega-3s, here's what happens. Your cardiovascular health is affected. See, it increases the risk of heart attacks, strokes, and high blood pressure. And then there's cognitive decline, which increase the risk of depression, anxiety, Alzheimer's, and dementia. Remember, I asked you if you know someone who may be dealing with some of these things, right? Write their names down, right? Chronic inflammation. which accelerates the progression of diabetes, arthritis, cancer, and autoimmune disease, and metabolic health, which contributes to weight gain, obesity, and metabolic syndrome. The lack of omega 3s also contributes to non alcoholic fatty liver disease. Yes, you can have a fatty liver and not have it be due to alcohol. And when you have a fatty liver disease, it can progress to liver cirrhosis or liver cancer. The fifth cause is going to be immune function. See, the lack of omega 3s will weaken the immune function, which making your body more susceptible to infections, and your bone health, which increases the risk of osteoporosis, leading to fractures and a higher risk of complications, especially in our older adults. And the fourth reason is going to be an unhealthy gut. See, 70% of our immune systems is in our gut. Our microbiome is what's called our gut. So when gut issues arise, it arises usually when our diet includes improper food choices and lacks sufficient fiber, probiotics, and prebiotics. So you want to make sure that your diet includes those things: fiber, probiotics, and prebiotics. And when it doesn't, here are the signs of an unhealthy gut. Number one is going to be digestive issues. Number two, weakened immune system. Number three, malabsorption. You want to know why all of the supplements you're taking are not getting into the body? You don't see any results. It could be that your unhealthy gut is preventing your body from consuming the nutrition and the supplements that you need, which causes nutritional deficiencies. It also causes inflammation, skin problems, mental health challenges, weight management, hormonal imbalances, and autoimmune conditions. And the fifth reason for those health crises is going to be parasite invasion. See, when we have parasites, if we don't kill the parasites and get rid of the parasites, and by the way, if you've ever eaten meat, if you've ever had fish, if you've ever had fruits and vegetables that you did not clean properly, and you have not detoxed, you have not cleansed, you have not intentionally killed those parasites, then you have parasites. And it will cause chronic infections and inflammation, which leads to heart disease, diabetes, chronic fatigue, and autoimmune disorders. And when you have parasites in the presence of autopsies, you have to understand that those parasites were there prior to death. And when parasites are there, they are invading your organs, your brain, your lungs, and your liver. And when you allow parasites to persist and spread out throughout your body, when it comes to your brain, it will cause depression, anxiety, and even schizophrenia. Now,
Well,
Ken, I don't know about you, but my mom used to always say, you're going to present some issues and some problems. You should have some solutions. And Akana has some solutions. Can you share with us what those solutions are?
sure. Akana has created, along with our CEO, Melissa Boston, 5 steps to generational health. But before we get into those 5 steps, let's talk about our disclaimer. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. The information provided herein is for informational purposes only and is not intended as a substitute for advice from your physician or other healthcare professionals. If you are pregnant, nursing, taking medication, or have a medical condition, please consult your healthcare provider before using any nutritional supplements. Individual results may vary.
Now, let's get into it. The first solution is going to be, do you know your blood type? If you don't know your blood type, you want to get back with the person that invited you on this call or for you to watch this recording and let them know, I want to know my blood type. Why? Because your blood type is a more reliable measure of your identity than race, culture, or geography. It is a genetic blueprint for who you are and a guide to how you can live most healthfully.
The second solution, let's learn what's best for you. Food that heals one can harm another. So you need to know your blood type, your food, your health, and your legacy.
Absolutely. And then the third option is going to be to purchase the option that works best based on your goals. What is it that you want for you and your family as it relates to your health legacy?
Well, let's talk about option one, the blood type support kit. This kit includes herbal tea, nutrition, and optional testing for all blood types. It is designed to kickstart the cleansing of your colon and blood. If you take a look on the screen, you have several items that come with this blood type support kit. Option one, which is $59.95, comes with a blood type test, bitters, a detox meal plan, a sample meal replacement shake, the fuel, and you also receive a individual digital blood type download. You can also decide to purchase option number two blood kit, which is $49.95, which includes everything except for your blood type test kit. But if you want to gift someone, purchase option one for $59.95 and give someone the knowledge and information of learning their blood type.
And Ken, guess what? We still have that 15% off on the website, and it's over at 12 midnight. So if you haven't had an opportunity to purchase your blood type kit, you want to do that. If you're a new customer and you've never purchased with us before, you want to open up an account, and guess what? You get an additional 10% off. So that's going to be 25% off of your
Wow.
of your blood type support kit. Now, when we talk about what's in that kit, the first thing we want to address is the flat belly bitters, right? And the first thing that you want to focus on is detoxifying your blood cells. So the belly bitters are a powerful tool for a quick 4-day detox, primarily due to its impact on digestion and liver function. So here's how it works. The first thing it's going to do is going to boost your digestion by stimulating the production of digestive enzymes, bile, and stomach acid, which are essential. Then the second thing is going to regulate your appetite and reduce cravings for unhealthy foods. Then it's going to support your liver detoxification by filtering out toxins from the blood. And then it's going to eliminate fat soluble toxins through the digestive system. And then it's going to alkalize the body and reduce inflammation and also improve your microbiome gut overall by promoting the growth of beneficial bacteria and inhibiting harmful bacteria.
Well, the next one is if you take a look at the right of your screen, you see our wonderful product, which is the flat belly fuel. What's depicted here is our chocolate berry fusion, but it also comes in vanilla flavor. This flat belly fuel shake product targets five key problem areas of the body. It, of course, supports all blood types. It is has antioxidant protection. It has omega fatty acids, gut health, prebiotic, probiotic, and fiber. And it also eliminates parasite. This is the first world's first meal replacement shake that
And I
covers all blood types.
and I love the Choco Fusion. Which one do you like? The Choco or the vanilla?
I've tried both, but I definitely love that Chocoberry fusion.
Me too. Me too. If you've tried the fuel before, put in the chat which one is your favorite. Just want to know what do you like. Now, as we talked about the option one and option two, we offer a comprehensive health test and we call it a bioscan. It includes the blood type test kit and a digital download. Now, this comprehensive health test focuses on four areas, four minimum areas, and that's going to be your omega-3 panel, your gut check, your vitamins and minerals, your heart, liver, and kidneys. Now, this comprehensive health test is valued at $1,000. However, when you do an upgrade to um, get auto ship, if you get a purchase like the fuel and you do an upgrade, you can get this comprehensive health test for $50. Now, I want to give you just a little background about this bioscan. When I was introduced to the company, I knew I had some health issues going on, but when I got a comprehensive health test, it showed that I was near a stroke or a heart attack, that my heart, I had clogged arteries. So immediately, what I did was I got on a 7-day cleanse, which I'm going to talk about now. And I've been on a 7-day, a 21-day, and the bitters ever since. And I want you to know that when I did an updated comprehensive health test, instead of me being in the red, which is crises stages, I was in the green. And so I'm so excited about having that power in my hands, so that I can have the optimal life and be here for my family. So when we're talking about the 7-day, we're going into the option number two, which is personalized wellness plan for your blood type. See, a 4-day bitter may not be enough for your situation. And so we're going to talk about option number two and option number three, which once you hear about and see what we do for other people, as well as ourselves, you may want to become a wellness influencer or a certified coach. And that certified coach or wellness influencer has the opportunity to transform their health and earn income. You'll have an opportunity to gain access to all the products you need to elevate your health while earning 20 to 40% commission on all retail purchases made through your own site, including your own purchases. So let's get into the 7-day refresher, Ken.
Absolutely. This is one of my favorites because it is personalized for your blood type. A 7-day refresh. This nutrient packed program helps cleanse your digestive system, boost energy, and shed up to 10 pounds, leaving you feeling lighter and revitalized. The 7-day refresh detox comes with um, three products. It comes with a purifier, an eliminator, and a regenerator. The purifier is the liquid colonic plus full body cleanse. The eliminator removes parasites and reduces mucus. The regenerator restores the body with superfoods, fiber, probiotics, and prebiotics. You can scan the QR code to download your personalized blood type 21-day regimen or use the neutral meal plan included in the kit. If you look at the picture to the right, you see day one, the person looks highly bloated, has all that waste inside of their microbiome or their gut. And you see by time day 7 came, They were able to lose or drop 10 pounds of waist in just 7 days.
Wow.
Amazing.
Yeah,
And the 7 day
amazing.
refresh right now is currently $119.
And 15% off. And if you're new, have never ordered, 25% off. And my 7 day refresh, I lost 13 pounds in 7 days. And not just pounds of weight, it was waste that was all clogged up in there. And so the 21-day reset may be for someone who may have a little bit more serious issues like myself, where I was in the crisis stages. And this program helps detoxify your body, restore balance, and promote significant weight loss of 8 to 25 pounds while building a foundation for lasting health. Now it's only $279, right? And 15% off of the website, 25% off if you're new, right? And it includes everything that's in the 7 day. But look at Billy, dropped 30 pounds in 21 days, 30 pounds of waste, right? He even has abs now. You see it? You see it? And so here are the picture of some other people who have taken the 21-day challenge, right? And have transformed have started their transformation, right? Bringing their body back into balance. And so these are real people. These are not people that we paid. These are actually people that have, after what our products have done, they have done like we have done, joined the company so that not only do we help ourselves, but we're helping our family and others. And look at Yvette. Yvette took it to a whole nother level. She even put a book out, My Guide to Your 100-Day Journey to a Better Health, right? And so we're just so proud of the people that have taken ownership in their health, including Ernestine Davis, who is a entrepreneur at 64 years old. Here's what she said. She said, ageless health starts with your blood type. She says, which switching to foods tailored to my blood type helped me lose belly fat, improve my digestion, and achieve fourth place in a bikini contest at 63 years young. So again, you can get that health test for an upgrade of $50. You can get that package one that has the blood type in it, package number two that does not have the blood type kit in it. You can get the 7 day or the 21 day. If you know you have not done a detox, we know that we need to clean out the pipes. We need to clean out your arteries, right? We know that we need to get rid of the toxins. We need to get rid of the parasites, right? And if you haven't have a desire to lose even more weight, we have a product that has come out. It's all natural, all organic, just like the rest of our products that are also third party tested, right? The hemp Govee, and the hemp Govee is a game changer. See, we want you to drink your way slim in a natural way. Hemp Govee is the shot worth taking, and our new line of drinkables allow you to ditch the injectables and drink your way to slimmer waist and flatter tummy. So we understand that people are out there taking products that they have to inject, and it has all kind of side effects, but there are no side effects here at all. In fact, Ken, do you want to share with us what some of the ingredients are, or some of the benefits are to our hemp Govee?
Sure. Like you mentioned earlier, Casey, hemp Govee is a game changer,
Yes.
packed with powerful plant-based ingredients. Hemp Govee works synergistically to target key areas of weight management while promoting overall wellness. The key benefits to hemp Govee: it burns fat naturally. It activates your body's fat burning potential with hemp derived compounds and complementary botanicals that support thermogenesis. It
And it,
also, oh, go ahead.
no, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, it also boosts metabolism, enhances energy, expenditure and keeps your metabolism working efficiently throughout the day. It curbs your appetite, it reduces cravings, and stays on track with a blend of natural appetite suppressants, helping you feel satisfied longer. It also supports digestive health. Gentle detoxifying ingredients aid the liver and gastrointestinal system in ensuring your body's processes nutrients effectively. It
Wow.
promotes overall balance. Hemp derived cannabinoids support stress reduction and mood regulation, helping you avoid emotional eating.
Wow, all of that in one product. That is amazing. And if you want to go ahead and take a snapshot, for sake of time, we won't go through all of the ingredients, but we certainly want you to know exactly what's in the product and what all it does because it's absolutely phenomenal. And we're getting amazing testimonies about the hemp Govi. And when we talk about our products, right, those are our all natural products, but we want you to know that Akana actually started out as Wakana, and it was a CBD wellness company, right? So it's time for elevation. And we want you to know that we formulate our proprietary blends of herbs and botanicals to elevate your well being. Now, when we talk about CBD, most people um, are miseducated, right? So we want to dispel the myths. So CBD is a compound that naturally occurs in industrial hemp. And out of more than 85 different cannabinoids, it is the second most common next to Delta 9, which is THC. But unlike THC, CBD is non psychotropic. And then we also have THCA, which is the flower. It is a compound that naturally occurs in industrial hemp. And out of more than 100 different cannabinoids, THCA is a non psychoactive precursor to THC, which is found in raw cannabis. Now, however, when you heat THCA through smoking, vaping, or cooking, the A falls off and it does become THC. And THC does have the psychoactive compound. So, why is that important? As long as you don't heat the product up, guess what? You can take advantage of the CBD benefits, the hemp um, benefits of the flower without the high. So when we're looking at cannabis, we understand that cannabis can be a part of a holistic solution. So when we're looking at the endocannabinoid system, we understand that cannabis is needed to bring the body back into total balance. Unlike pharmaceuticals that often target single symptoms, cannabinoids interact with the ECS, which is the cannabinoid cannabinoid system to provide systemic benefits, offering a more natural approach to health and wellness. Simply put, it brings the body back into balance. So, depending on your situation, right, you may need to add cannabis to the blood type diet. See, the cannabis reduces inflammation, it helps manage stress, and improves digestion. So, if you're blood type A, you may be dealing with lower stomach acid, higher stress, and susceptible to heart disease. If you're blood type B, your susceptibility is to autoimmune conditions and nervous system disorders. And if you're blood type O, you have higher risk of inflammation conditions, arthritis, and over acidity. And if you're blood type AB, you're sensitive to digestive and immune distressors. So, by leveraging the properties of CBD and cannabis alongside the blood type diet, individuals may achieve a more balanced, harmonious approach to wellness tailored to their unique biological predisposition. So when we're looking at our products, we have what's called the Diamond Star. That's our flower. It's a raw THCA, which aligns with plant-based diets, which offers therapeutic benefits without the high, similar to juicing cannabis leaves or flowers. So, it's particularly strong benefits with these conditions are arthritis, autoimmune disease, anti-inflammatory issues, neuroprotective issues, multiple sclerosis issues, Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, chronic pain, or cancer. If you're dealing with any of those issues, right? You may want to look at our flour to go along with your raw diet, your plant-based diet. Now, maybe it's a little bit more intense. Then you might want to consider RSO concentrate, right? And that's your CBD and THCA together via a oral syringe. A cannabis extract formulated by a Canadian medical marijuana activist came up with the RSO, and he used the whole cannabis plant for maximum cannabinoids. So it includes THCA, CBD, and terpenes. Now we want you to know that Akana follows this standard formula to deliver exceptional results. So if you're having severe pain, anxiety, sleep, Parkinson's, anti-inflammatory issues, stimulate appetite issues, neurological or antioxidant issues. RSO may be the solution as well. So, whatever it is, we want you to get back to the person that invited you and talk to them about what it is that you are dealing with, right? Because we have over 70 plus products, including coffee, if you're a coffee lover, essential oils like black seed oil that combats oxidative stress or pain. If you're in pain, we have an amazing pain cream that is absolutely phenomenal, one of our top sellers. And hair, we have hemp powered hair. If your hair is thinning, you've lost hair, we've seen some amazing results with our hemp powered hair product. And if you're in the kitchen cooking up that fire, guess what? Don't cook it up without our garlic fire culinary seasonings. It's absolutely delicious. Okay. So we talked about all of our products, right? Well, at least most of our products. But we also want you to know that it's not enough to know your blood type, right? It's not enough to find out what's good for your blood type and what's not. It's not enough to just purchase the products. Guess what? You have to use the products, right? So you want to sit down with your wellness coach, with your distributor, and you want to talk about how you can transform your diet and come up with a plan, right? That's comfortable for you so that you can transform your diet and dramatically improve your health. And then the fifth solution is going to be to break the cycle of generational illness. Well, what does that mean? That means that we want you to share the gift of health. We want you to inspire others to create generational health with your success story. Support your family's unique health journey. And when we're talking about sharing, Kenneth, I know you helped me out in the beginning, but could you please just share your testimony with the people on the line? Because I believe that your testimony can touch so many people because you've had incredible results. Are you still with me?
I am still here, Casey, and it'll be a pleasure to share my testimony. Akana Nation, I've been living as a type 2 diabetic for the last 15 years. Uh, Back in 2023, I also was diagnosed with stage 3B kidney failure and neuropathy of the feet and the legs. What's the significance about stage 3B kidney failure is there's only 5 stages. So once you reach 30% or below, the doctors want to put you on dialysis for the rest of your life. I was diagnosed at 32%. This was very alarming to me. Also, with the neuropathy of the feet and the legs, I went and saw my foot specialist. He told me I had broken my toe. I was like, I did. He said, no, it's not recent. It's healed over the last month or two, but you didn't feel your toe being broken because you have no feeling in your feet.
Mm.
That was very alarming to me also because I've been an avid dancer all my life. I used to teach tap dancing, stepping classes, hip hop. I used to do gymnastics for young boys aged 2 to 12. So for me not to be able to move like that anymore was very alarming. I knew that I had to find a new solution, as we've been talking about. Also, like I mentioned earlier, my mother passed away at age 79. She was about my age when she started experiencing the same symptoms that I am currently going through. And she went through 20 plus years of battling those diseases: kidney failure, dialysis 3 times a week, diabetes, neuropathy, almost had her feet amputated a couple of times, congestive heart failure, breast cancer survivor. She was a very strong woman, but her body eventually gave up on her and she passed away in November of 2023.
Mm.
I was introduced to Akana in May of 2024. I took my first 7 day detox in June of last year. After that first week, I went back to the doctor, took my lab work. They took me off the metformin right away because my numbers started improving. But when I first started and got introduced in May, my A1C was a 14.7. If you fast forward to today, it within a 6 to 9 month range, it dropped almost half and it's down to an 8 and dropping even lower. My
Wow.
glucose level was as high as a 685. And this is the first time in 15 years because normal level is between 70 and 100. This is the first time in 15 years that my glucose level went under 100. It was at a 71. So from 685 to a 71, that is a dramatic change
That
in my
is.
life. My
Wow.
neuropathy has totally healed. I'm able to move around and dance again. My kidney function went from 32% to now 50% and climbing. So I'm almost out of the weeds with all of my medications. Some medications I've been taken off of, like the statin. My glipizide was cut in half. Um, so I'm hoping with this next round of tests coming up in June that I'll be totally in the normal levels and tell my doctor goodbye to all that medication.
Wow, thank you for sharing that. And we touch and agree with you that that is done, right? That is done. And so, my question to those that are on the line is what health legacy will you create and pass on future generations? Because food that heals one can harm another. So we want to make sure that you know your blood type, that you know what foods are healing to you and what foods are harming to you. We want to make sure that we help you come up with a health plan so that you can leave a legacy of health for generations to come. Thank you so much for sharing that. That your testimony can. And so, reiterating, you have option number one, blood type kit number one, which is 59.95. Type number option number two, 49.95. It is on sale for 15% off. New customers, 25% off, 15 and an additional 10, right? We're going to make sure that you put your plan together. And there, number three is becoming a wellness coach. So as I get ready to close, I can't help but to make sure that you know that we're asking you to come join us, right? Join the campaign, join the movement to reach 1 million families, right? To know their blood type. Why? Because people need what we do. There's people out there that are hurting. There are people out there that are sick, and we can come together and make a difference in our community. And you can do that by becoming a wellness influencer or a certified coach. That will allow you to transform your health and earn income, gain access to all the products you need to elevate your health while earning 20 to 40% commission on all retail purchases.
What happened?
See, Stormy and an African American woman at that, that was on TikTok, right? That sold over $1 million in beauty products in one session. And Lee over in China that sold 1.7 billion in sales selling lipstick, right? 1.7 billion. Can you imagine if you became a part of this family and you became a wellness influencer, right? And you sold $1 million in sales of health and wellness products. Not only would you bring generational wealth into your family, but there will be generational health going on all across the country. So being an influencer is a game changer for you, for your family, and for our community because influencers hold the power to shape brand perception, drive massive sales, and create personal connections with audiences. Those who ignore this trend risk falling behind in a rapidly evolving digital economy. The influencer economy isn't just a trend, guys. It's the future of marketing. So the time is now. See, we understand that the world is changing. So the influencer business is booming. Viral trends like TikTok made me buy it has reshaped consumer behavior, driving millions in product sales. And the influencer market is currently at $33 billion globally. Project
Uh, Kiana, you're frozen.
Uh-oh. Did it kick me off? All right, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can
Okay,
hear you now, but you have froze.
okay. Sorry
Yeah.
about that. All right, so the wellness pack is $3.99. You want to go ahead and take a snapshot of that so you know what all comes in with it. Now you might be saying, I don't know the first thing about being an influencer. Well, we have a phenomenal training. The company has invested thousands and thousands of dollars so that we are equipped to go out there and make a difference in the world. So in that wellness influencer pack, you have a 21-day reset. Now you saw that the 21 day all by itself was $289, right? But you also get bitters, fuel, pain cream, your own website, social media 101 class that's valued at $500 by itself, right? A kind of certification. And guess what? We get certification every month, right? You get paid as Pearl for 3 months. Now that's a little deep, not for this call, but you can get back to the person that invited you so you can see just what that entails, and you'll be so excited. Now, if you're gonna the features and benefits, right? Access to the products you need to take your health to the next level. Earn 20 to 40% commission on all retail purchases made through your site, right? Improve your own health wellness while helping others. And I'm gonna tell you, when they see the difference, you don't even have to open your mouth. They'll say, What did you do?" And you're gonna say, "Do you know your blood type?" right? And let me introduce you to a call that changed my life, right? It's just that simple, right? You don't even have to do a whole presentation right up front. And then you want to earn income while making a difference. That's huge. So you want to build multiple income streams, including consultations, workshops, and product sales. And that's up to you to how you want to do it, when you want to do it, and who you want to do it with, right? You have access to exclusive tools and resources that are 500, valued at 500. Is the discount on the 14.99 influencer? Great question, Vanessa. No, it is not. It's only on
No.
retail. The wellness influencer pack, the reason why is because this is wholesale. The products doesn't come with any training or anything like that. So that's why that this is not discounted as far as 15%, but it is discounted because when you add the value up, it's over $1,000. So it's discounted at $399. Yes, it's over. If you add it up, it's valued over $1,000, right? So the access to exclusive tools and resources, $500. And let me tell you, before I met Akana, just to share with you all, I was getting ready to take a course that cost $3,500 for my certification. And then the next one, in total, it would have been 5,500, something like that. So you got to know, I came in as a black card
Mhm.
at the $2,000 level. Okay, so I jumped on that. So I'm just absolutely excited about that. So it also allows you to leverage pre-designed programs to save time and focus on your clients. So you don't have to do anything from scratch. We have a lot of the things that you need already made for you. And lastly, but not least, it positions you to leave a lasting legacy and impact on your community and beyond. Now, Vanessa asked about the 14.99 pack. So for those of you who are interested in the 14.99 pack, where you become a certified wellness coach, which is an even more intense training. Oh my goodness, it's phenomenal. Now, this would have been equivalent to the $5,000 class that I took with no products, no business, no nothing, just a certification, right? So 14.99 comes with 3 7-day raw cleanses, one 21-day raw cleanse, 2 pain creams, hempranium gold, 500 milligrams, hempranium pure, 300 milligrams, a hemp MD, that by itself is $129, right? You get sample pain creams, you get coffee in that, you get flat belly fuel choco berry, 2 4-pack pure label gummies, 2 4-pack gold label gummies with that as well. The Akana certification and the wellness coaching and the blood type testing training. You get a digital party pack USB that has everything you need for your party launch, right? And you get so much more. You also get to advance to diamond for 6 months, right? Which gives you up to 9 levels of compensation. Right. So that's absolutely phenomenal. You get the wellness coach course that is $1,000 by itself. So you get $3,000 plus more for 14.99. And guess what? The sponsor, the distributor, gets $400 bonus. Right? So we want you to join us, join our movement. Why? Because our goal is to empower over 1 million families to improve their health and wellness. So we're here to create blue zones. See, there are 6 areas in the world where people eat far less animal meat and live longer than average. And so there are no blue zones in our communities. And Akana is committed to creating blue zones all across America, starting with our community first. And by doing that, if you help us help 1.5% of the people in the United States learn their blood type and how to eat right for their blood type, we would have reached 5 million people. And if those people only spent $50, just got a blood type test kit, That's 250 million in sales. And if 80% of the people reject you, we still impact 1 million people. And the first 100,000 to 150,000 people involved in the business will earn up to 80% of the wealth of the company. Why is that important? It's important because we're really brand spanking new. You think about it, we just celebrated our 6th year. So we've only just begun, and we're having so much success, but guess what? We have just scratched the surface, right? And so there are plenty of room. I believe we have like 2,000 distributors, only 30,000 customers. That means that we have an opportunity to seize 80% of the wealth of Akana. Now, Harvard Business School says when you select a company at least 18 months old, 90% of companies fail their first 18 months. And according to Harvard Business School, if a company has less than 500,000 people, it is a great opportunity. And if less than 100,000, it is an opportunity of a lifetime. So I'm here to tell you all, whether you have joined us already or you're thinking about joining us, we want you to get your blood type. We want you to know what your blood type is. We want you to turn around and make sure your family knows your blood type. Put your plan in place. And we want you to take advantage of an opportunity of a lifetime and join Akana today and be in the hands of God. That concludes the presentation. And I want to thank you for being patient with us. Thank you, Kenneth, for joining us tonight. You did a phenomenal job.
Oh, thank you,